I'd like to share with you my story and how I came to develop my own art journaling practice, because I believe you'll be able to relate to at least one part of my journey, and hopefully my story will inspire you to find your own path. So when I first came to discover the world of mixed media and art journaling, I was in my glory. I was in love with everything that I saw, what everyone was doing, the textures, the layers, the colors. I just knew instantly that it was something that I wanted to do. But instead of picking up a journal and a paintbrush, I continued watching YouTube videos. I continued flipping through pages of magazines and books and scrolling through other people's blogs. I just wanted to soak up and learn everything there was to know about the subject. But I think by doing that, deep down, I became intimidated by all the beautiful work that I was looking at. Like somehow I was not worthy of doing it myself. I had fears that I wouldn't be able to create such beautiful work as they did, that I would fail, or that maybe I wasn't a true artist like I thought I was. But at the time, I didn't realize I had those fears. I just continued learning techniques that I would never try and admiring other people's art without delving into it myself. And I lived in that fantasy world for a little over a year, until one day I realized that the emptiness that I was feeling in my life was from going so long without creating anything. And I was stuck in a daily grind of the same mundane tasks day after day after day. So I knew I needed to start creating again, and I needed to start living my life more fully. So I decided to do a 30-day challenge called Busy Mom First Daily Grind. And one part of that challenge was to bring self-expression and creativity into my everyday. So at first I started out in my comfort zone, doing a bit of sketching and sewing, but when it came time to create my very first art journal page, I was horrified. My mind and my hands were not matching up. What was coming out of me wasn't what I saw in my mind. It wasn't what I expected. So I was stressed, I was frustrated, and if it wasn't for my challenge, I may have just stopped right there. You see, all of that research that I was doing tricked my brain into thinking that I was gaining experience, but it didn't matter. When I finally picked up that journal and that paintbrush, I was at the beginning. And for the first time in a long, long time, I experienced what it was like to be a beginner again. It's easy for a seasoned creative to say, go create, it will relax you and heal you, because it's true for them. But for a beginner, it can be a stressful and frustrating experience. Your inner critic starts whispering to you, you start to doubt that you can actually do this. You put unnecessary pressure on yourself to create something amazing, and it never works out the way you had planned. So it was then that I realized that research and looking at other people's art is fun, but it does nothing to help you create your own beautiful art. It made me focus too much on the outcome, thinking about other people's beautiful art that I've been drooling over for the past few months, instead of just focusing on enjoying the process. So I took those lessons to heart, and I decided to go back to the basics, start from the beginning, and take it one step at a time to find my own way towards beautiful art journal pages. But the story doesn't end there. I came upon a surprise ending. You see, when I finally started to focus more on myself and having fun, instead of trying to create beautiful pages that compared to others, I discovered that there is so much more to art journaling than just a pretty page. If you open yourself up for self-discovery and start wandering down your own path, your art journal becomes like a window into your soul, and you begin to rediscover parts of yourself that you didn't even realize you had lost. Through art journaling, I have been able to unearth my most authentic self. It has brought me more clarity, more happiness, and a new appreciation for life. And I'm not caught up with the daily 9-to-5 rut anymore. I've been living life with open eyes, and I'm creating art that I never would have imagined would have been in my power. And I want this for you too. So instead of focusing so much on what everyone else is doing or trying to learn all their signature moves, I want you to try focusing on yourself and finding your own way. Carve your own path, discover your own moves, experiment, play, and just enjoy the process without worrying so much about the outcome. You will enjoy it more, you will grow more, and you will discover your own voice much faster. So what I'd like you to do right now is leave a comment below and tell us where you are on your own journey. Are you new to art journaling? Have you found yourself stuck in a similar research trap? Or perhaps you've started already but aren't so happy with your results? Comment below and share your story with us. And if you like this video, like it and share it with your friends. A happier, more fulfilling creative life is waiting for you. It's time to ditch the daily grind and reclaim yourself, because beautiful girl, you are so worth it.